So here we have a gameplay between Buggy and Blackbeard. So we'll get into this. So the opponent chooses for me to go first. So I'm just going to deploy my Searcher, Mr. 3, grabbing Crocodile. So Blackbeard likes to shut off the on-play abilities, which actually kind of helps the deck a little bit. So they're going to play their stage, resting it, trashing, and they revealed their 10-drop blocker. So we know that's going to be coming towards the end of the match. At least on their 10 dawn turn. So they got a Lafitte, which is their Searcher, and passing it back to us. We get 3 dawn here. So we're thinking we're just gonna chip in 5 right now, see what happens. Alright, so we were going to play our blocker, but we decided just try to chip in so we can get 2 5k attacks in early. Because I don't think Mr. 3 is going to survive much in this matchup because they have a lot of ways to remove small characters. So here I'm just double checking about the life, or if they shut off my abilities. So they played Lafitte, resting it, and they got Jesus Burgess. And they're gonna use their stage and get a Doc Q. So they're going 5 into us. Let's see. We just take that one. We get our 10 drop Buggy. Gonna play Doc Q. And they destroyed our Mr. 3 as expected. So here we're just waiting to see if the opponent uses his leader ability, which he did. Opponent can't activate. So here we're at our 5 dawn turn. So we are going to attack with Buggy into the Doc Q. Alright, so we're going to use that Buggy's ability right here. Trashing the... Let's see. We're going to get rid of Pudding. She's not good in the matchup because they do a lot. So we just played our 10 drop Buggy on turn with 5 Dawn because they shut off the ability so the body sticks. Like I said, the Blackbeard kind of helps us with our gameplay when they shut off our on-play abilities. To be able to cheat out the Buggy and it stay on the field, which is a huge momentum swing for us. So they did their Lafitte search and got another Doc Q. And then they play out their Van Augur. So we're just seeing if they're going to activate their stage or swing. So they're going to use their stage, trashing one of their Doc Qs. And they got, what they get? Another Doc Q. Okay. They're going to go 5 into 5 here. Yeah, they have 6 cards in hand. See, I was thinking that I still had the Pudding, but I didn't. I forgot I trashed it. So we just get rid of the Mr. 1 here with a 1k counter. Here I think they're just waiting to see. Yep, so they didn't use their on-play effect. Good draw Dawn. We have 7 Dawn now. So there's no reason. We're just going to attack 12. Go right in 12 into 5. 6 cards in hand. They take that. We're debating if we want to like play out double blockers just to get the 2 card draw, or if we just gonna just gonna go attack right now. But we do have some options here. We're gonna deploy Crocodile and also our Mr. 1, so we're gonna draw 2 and trash 1. We have a decent amount of cards in hand right now, so we're just debating. We're gonna get rid of one of the Margaret blockers. It has no counter. We're still sitting at a decent health at 4. So they got another Van Augur off their stage search. So the Van Augur can rest to give -3 cost to a character, and then on KO they get to draw a card. So they play another Van Augur and a Doc Q. They're resting the Van Augur to give something -3 cost. I'm assuming the Crocodile. Okay. They're going to do it again. And now Crocodile's a 1-drop. And Doc Q was able to KO it. But our Buggy's still on the field, uncontested right now. So we're going to try to get as much work with that Buggy as we can. So it looks like they're going to attach a Dawn to Blackbeard. And they made sure that our on-play abilities are shut off for next turn. So they're going 6 into 5. We just need a 2K to get out. So we're going to trash our 2K. So I gotta get Black Hold so my outplays won't be affected. So we're gonna draw a card, get our Dawn. We're currently at 9 Dawn right now. So we're gonna just use Sanji's Peel off to get another card. Or 2 more cards in hand. Gonna attach 7, go 8 into 6 on the Van Augur. See if they want to give us 2 cards out of hand. Because we have to answer those Van Augurs or most of our characters are within KO range. So I'm just going to throw 4 on the Buggy and go after the other one, trying to guarantee to get them out of the way. Then we still have our 12K Buggy, which we're going to hit that at life. Yeah, they take that. Pass back to the opponent. So we have like 4 2Ks in hand right now. So Laboon comes out. Laboon is really good. So I'm assuming they're gonna, looking at what they have in the field, I'm assuming they're gonna try to take out Mr. 1 this turn. Because I was also counting up the Dawn, I'm like, so they can't pressure the Buggy with what they have left, so. They're gonna play a Lafitte, Search, and they got a Vasco Shot, which is their 2-drop blocker. So they're gonna rest the Laboon as expected with the Doc Q to KO Mr. 1. Like I said, the 12-drop Buggy coming out with 5 Dawn and staying on the field was a huge advantage for us. So they got another Vasco Shot blocker. So they're going to play both of those. Trying to put a little defense up. They're going to go 5 into 5. I just take that and we get the Sanji Pilaf trigger, which is good for us. So getting another Mr. 1 and a Draco Mihawk. So they did trash a Laboon to shut off our on plays. So right off the top of the deck we get another Buggy. So here I was like, I'm trying to figure out what card I want to trash. I got rid of the Mr. 1 just to play out another Buggy, and it's going to stick on the field because they did shut off our on-play abilities. So now we've landed 2 Buggies with no drawback. So we're going to go 12 into 5. They do have the Vasco shoots, but I kind of want to force them to utilize those. So we're going to go 7 into... we're debating about Laboon, but we decided to go for life. So they do take that. We know our on-plays are shut off, but we still just want to get a blocker out. Like I said, sometimes she's just a 3-drop blocker, and that's fine. Still sitting pretty healthy with 2Ks in hand. So they drop another Laboon. So they're going to go after this Buggy here. give it -4 with the first Laboon, -4 more, and then they use their event Black Hole, or whatever it's called, Liberation, to KO the Buggy. They trash one of their 10-drop blockers for a search, and they get the 2K Shiru. So they still can't pressure the Buggy. They got one Open Dawn, which they can attach to their leader and swing at 6, but we have a bunch of 2Ks in hand. So they drew another Liberation. Oh, it must be their Lafitte. Yeah, their Lafitte search. So now we know we have to deal with these Laboons, or else they're going to be able to take out our Buggy on their following turn. So they're going to go 6 into 5. There's no reason using the blocker, because we have all those 2Ks. Even though I probably should have used the 2K, or should have used the blocker, just because they have so many ways of removing the small characters. So they're going to shut off our on-play abilities. So we're just debating here. We're going to equip 4. We're going to try to pressure these Laboons to try to save the Buggy. Because if we don't handle the Laboons this turn, the Buggy's going to save the same fate as the other one. So they let us take the first Laboon. Debating if I want to add some Dawn to the blocker to pressure again, but I'm just like, So we're gonna use the Buggy. We're gonna go right after that other Laboon. Like, they can give us the blocker or let the Laboon die. If they use the blocker, we do have the option of just attaching Dawn to Marguerite and go. We're gonna see. Like, we're debating still because we have the blocker Mihawk, which could, like, we know the on plays don't work right now. So, like, I'm just doing some quick thinking here. I'm like, do I want to pressure this? So I feel it's risk. Yeah, resting the blocker is worth going out. Try to get rid of the Laboon. So they need like 4K out. So they let that go, which is good. So we were able to remove both Laboons from the field. And we have plenty of 2K, so if they do attach all their Dawn to their leader and try to go for Buggy, we should be okay. We have 7K worth of counter in hand. They're just going to deploy their Teach blocker, shutting down my leader effect and for the turn, and preventing the 10-drop Buggy from being able to pressure again. So they use their event, or their stage there. They trash the 2K to draw Jesus Burgess. So they're going to go 5 into 2 into the blocker. Here I'm debating if I want to save the blocker because, like, it's another pressured swing. So we're gonna save the blocker just because it's gonna give us another body to pressure them on the following turn. Or worst case, it will stay as a blocker and make them have to use cards out of hand and removal to take care of it if they want to take care of it outside of combat. So back to us. Gonna draw our card. We can use our on-play abilities this turn, so we're gonna play the Mihawk, and we're gonna just trash the stage, I do believe. Yep. Alright, so we got another blocker down. He's a 6-drop, 7K blocker. 4 Open Dawn to work with. My Buggy can attack the character, and putting the 4 Dawn on my leader is only going to put me to 9. So I just decided to just pass. So there's no point in doing that. because even if I forced them to use their blocker, I couldn't take out their blocker. So here they deploy a second blocker, stopping the Buggy from attacking again, and turning off my leader effect for their turn until next turn end. Okay. So they're gonna go 5 and a 5. We're just gonna trash a Jozu here, I believe. It's a 1K counter. Because like Josu's alright, but in this matchup it's not that good. So the end of their turn, we drew, got another Kaya. We're gonna deploy the blocker again. We're debating here. We're just trash the Jozu. Like I said, it's not that good in this matchup. So here I can put some. I can go 4, but it'd only be 11. So I realize like it's just not worth it, and the pudding isn't good. So we just pass the turn. We're just kind of have a little wall of defense up right now. Like Blackbeard has been drawing a lot of cards through search, their event, Lafitte's. Yeah, they seem to be like searching almost every turn. So they got another 2K Shuru. They have 12 cards in their deck left. I'm double checking their deck because I know they're drawing a lot. So here comes the third blocker. Stopping my Buggy once again from attacking. They're going to go 5. And here, I just use my 7K blocker because I'm like, if they want to swing the 12, that's gonna be good for me. But they just let it go. Alright. So back to us. I can use on play abilities this turn because he didn't shut it off. Like he's got 5 cards in hand. I'm just like the pudding's no good. So I'm trying to think here. Is it the Buggy can't attack? So if I equip like honestly I think we just put it all on. We put it all on Buggy and just go. Like that's 15K into 5. They're either gonna give us a blocker or they're gonna take the life, I think. I don't think they have enough cards to counter out of that. So here we're just trying to get through their defense. So they take that life, which is good for us. And like I said, they still have our Buggy locked down from attacking. So we can't use it to pressure. But we still have 3 blockers up. We got 2Ks in hand. We got plenty of counter in hand still. So they use their, the finger gun? No, they trashing that. They trashed the finger gun to get another stage, it looks like. Yeah, so they got another stage. Now they're down to 10 cards in deck. Like I said, I keep checking the deck size because they're going through their cards pretty quickly. So I'm checking their discard pile. I do see that their 4th Teach is in the discard pile already. So here comes down Laboon. I mean, Laboon will be able to help them remove one of my blockers off the field. The Marguerite, if they want it. I see this was a pretty long match. The opponent's down to 4.5 minutes on the clock. So yeah, they're going to use a Laboon. And what did they used the finger gun to KO the 1 Mihawk blocker. 8 cards left in deck. So here the opponent just scoops it up. So they had Jesus Burgess, they still had Liberation, 2K, 1K, another stage. So this was a pretty good matchup for what it was. It definitely showed that Buggy can, do Buggy things. But yeah, it was fun.